It's not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and also, if you hit that like button, make sure it's working properly. These bad actors been erasing subscribers, cutting off the notifications, doing everything in their power to suppress the channel so more people don't become aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market, because they know the more people that know, the more pressure it puts on the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI to do their job. And they don't want them doing their job. Okay, listen, the bad actors are still doubling and tripling down on the fraud and corruption in AMC, but it doesn't even matter. You want to know why? Retail investors are still buying the dip. Institutions are still buying the dip. And you guys know that people that AMC owes money to, they would rather have AMC shares than AMC debt. What does that tell you? Okay? Everybody knows that the movie theater industry is doing great. Everybody knows that AMC is making money hand over fist. The only reason AMC stock price does not reflect that is because the bad actors create millions of counterfeit AMC shares every single day. They short them into the market, and retail investors buy them up. Institutions are buying them up. They're buying up those counterfeit shares. But then when they can't manipulate it by pushing the buys in the dark pools, then they start spoofing, creating fake sell orders. And the thing is, the evidence of what they're doing is so overwhelming every single day. When I tell you overwhelming. So the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI cannot claim they didn't know. They're just practicing willful blindness, because a majority of the victims of these crimes are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. Anyway, here are the AMC numbers, and these numbers are still crazy to me. The volume, 9,399,623. But the volume means nothing if you could create as many counterfeit shares as you want. 39.5% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 3,800,000 AMC shorts. I believe they're counterfeit. They'll say synthetic, but, synthetic is just a term they use to kind of minimize the criminality of what they're doing. But nobody wants to ask them, where did you find 3,800,000 AMC shares to short into the market and manipulate the price? If this was happening with Apple, with Meta, with Google, with Amazon, you think the SEC would allow this nonsense? They would not. But because the majority of the investors in AMC are retail, nobody seems to care. Okay? Our only hope is when their liquidity runs out, and I believe it's running out, and these lawsuits, the civil lawsuits, mines, NWBOs, MULNs, GNS, we're gonna get our hands on the blue sheets. We're gonna get our hands on the trading history, and when we do, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are gonna be shamed into doing their job. No doubt in my mind about that. Okay? And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell AMC. I'm just telling you that I believe that we're going to see justice. I believe we are going to see justice. Okay? The short exempt, 296,420. I mean, how can the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI look at this data and not see a problem, not see anything that warrants an investigation? Days to cover spiked to 23.16 days. Now they're claiming that they need about 4 weeks, almost 5 weeks, to cover all their AMC short positions. And here's the crazier part. The days to cover jumped to 23.16 days but they're still claiming the short interest is only 14.54%. Make that make sense. Yo, they're looking at us and telling us 1 plus 1 is 7. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're looking at us and telling us 1 plus 1 is 7, and they expect us to believe it. Because they think we're dumb money. They think we're idiots. They think we lack basic common sense, that we didn't pass math in the 3rd grade. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me how the days to cover could jump to 23.16 trading days, yet the short interest is still only 14.54 days. 14.54%. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.